What's up mobile gamers, is Cancel Console Gaming again, and we're back with another cool video for you. Today I'll be showing you how Warframe runs on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 device, while at almost max settings. As you know, this game was recently released on Android, and while there is no official minimum GPU requirement, most people think it would be a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, in terms of the oldest mobile GPU that can sustain an acceptable frame rate in Warframe while using mostly max settings. Also, I will have the device in battery saving mode to prevent overheating, so the performance you are witnessing is with an underclocked Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, running at roughly 75% of its actual full power. A testament to how powerful this chip still is, or how optimized this game is. Take your pick, I guess. Once I get a chance to open the menu, I'll show you exactly what graphics settings I'm using. Keep in mind I haven't set it to max settings yet, because this is literally my first time playing. I will set it to mostly max settings once I get access to the menu. Right now there is no option to change the graphics settings, so it's on whatever the default is. I think I'm going to use Volt. Can't pass on those electric powers. Let me take down these enemies, then I'll set the graphics to mostly max. Okay, let's get these settings right so we can see how the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 will hold up. So I'm going to put field of view at 42. This doesn't improve or reduce graphics, just changes how wide your viewing angle is. Making it lower makes your character look bigger on the screen, which I think helps with immersion. As you can see, resolution scale is at 100%, which is max resolution. I have also turned on sun shadows, along with all other high-fidelity options besides motion blur and depth of field. GPU particle quality is set to high, and anisotropic filtering to 4x. Now we are at mostly max settings with the frame rate locked at 30 frames per second. Remember, the device I'm using is in battery saving mode, so the GPU is underclocked to around 70 to 75% of its full power. For anyone watching this video that's not familiar with Warframe, explaining the story of the game feels like someone dumped a whole sci-fi book into a blender and hit puree, but once it clicks, it's actually insane in the best way. So let me explain. So, you start off thinking you're basically a space ninja in a superpowered exosuit, right? just slicing up clones, robots, and whatever else looks at you funny. But then the game hits you with the second dream and suddenly you're like, oh, I've been lied to my entire life. Because here's the twist, you're not the Warframe. You're the kid controlling it. A literal space child with void power strong enough to bend reality like it's Play-Doh. The Warframe is basically your murder puppet. And the reason you're like this? You were on this colony ship called the Zeriman that got thrown into the void, and instead of dying, all the kids came back with god-tier powers. The adults didn't come back at all, unfortunately. Then the Orokin, these gold-plated egomaniac space aristocrats, find you and go, hey, these traumatized void people would make great weapons. And boom, Tenno are born. Fast forward to the present. The Orokin are dead, totally not our fault, okay, maybe a little. The Griner are these angry, decaying clone soldiers trying to conquer everything, the Corpus are basically space Amazon with laser guns, and the Infested are what happens when someone leaves the biohazard sign on, ignore. And you? You're waking up from cryosleep like, what year is it and why is everything on fire? Then you meet the Lotus, Space Mom. She guides you, teaches you, tells you to hydrate, all that. Except plot twist number 2, she's actually a sentient, part of the race built by the Orokin to terraform another star system. They rebelled, came back, and now they're mad. Like really mad. The whole story after that is basically you trying to figure out who you are, who Lotus is, why the sentients want you dead, and why every faction in the system is allergic to minding their own business. And it just keeps escalating. You get your own ship, your own crew, your own giant mechs, your own railjack battleship, and eventually you're fighting literal gods, time loops, paradoxes, and whatever the Divari experience is supposed to be, like a void-powered fever dream with horses. But at the core of it all, it's about identity. It's about trauma. It's about a person who survived the impossible and now pilots biomechanical war gods while trying to figure out their place in a broken solar system. Also, it's about fashion. Let's be honest, half the game is fashion. You go on any Warframe forum and you're guaranteed to see someone showing off the latest gear their character got clothing-wise.
There's a cache of weapons ahead.
But yeah, the game is running really good on this underclocked Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, even with most of the settings at max. I do have it capped at 30 frames per second though, but it would honestly probably be able to do 60 frames per second smoothly. Also keep in mind that since I'm recording this gameplay, that also taxes the GPU and CPU, so the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is underclocked to 75%, while handling recording HD video in the game at the same time. Essentially, your experience would be even better if you aren't recording while playing the game.
Good. The extraction point is up ahead. Hurry, before Vor finds out we've escaped.
Salvage team, why have you not reported in?
You made it. There's the extraction ship.
For my queens! My decrepit heart is pounding. This one is stronger than the rest. Lock the area down. This Tenno is mine.
Quick, get to the console and release the lockdown. Do that, and I will guide you to your old ship. It's your only chance.
The queens want to destroy you, but I need to know more.
I'm going to go ahead and up the graphics even more. I'll put GPU particle quality to ludicrous, and let's see how this Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 holds up now. Still running very smoothly. I'm impressed at what this old chip can still do. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 was first announced in 2021. I think it uses the Adreno 730 GPU and the infamous Samsung 4nm process. So far the device I'm using hasn't gone over 44 degrees, which is great.
Stop touching me, you... What? Are my senses deceiving me? Operator, is that you?
Enemy reinforcements are here. Ship Cephalon, we require immediate extraction.
The operator is in danger? I will need a few moments to cycle the engines.
Tenno, are you afraid? You cannot hide from Isol's eyes. I've marked you. You will return to me.
Because you're a friend, I'm going to offer you something special. Just remember, one per customer.
The Grenier are ravenous for this old technology. It is superior to theirs. Perhaps there are systems left in the orbiter compartment?
Look at this mess. Those savages. Components have been removed. The lower orbiter compartments have no life support. Why did the operator abandon me? Arsenal management could be restored if the operator wishes it.
The graphics are amazing and almost no frame rate issues. The ship looks incredible. Either this game is incredibly optimized or the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is incredibly underrated. I think I'm going to end the video here. Hope you enjoyed seeing how this game runs at mostly max settings on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 device. Let us know in the comments what type of phone you are using to get your Warframe on. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Cancel Console Gaming for more mobile gaming videos like this.